Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, episode 31, where we have a lot of things to address. So it's been a little bit since I posted one of these episodes, but I have been doing a lot of research because things are slowly getting out of control and some systems are not set up well, and there's been a lot of good advice in the comments, and I stopped recording episodes ahead so that I could respond to them because some of them were really good ideas. So, the first thing that I want to do, which wasn't really a comment, but something I came to realize, is this system is horrible. Now, it is producing enough heat that these pinch of pepper plants are growing, but I think there's a better way to heat this area, and this is I don't even know. Nothing good is going to come from any of this, so we are going to deconstruct all of it. Now, the other thing that was brought to my attention was that granite insulated tiles are really no better than non-granite regular tiles, which was kind of disturbing. Now, we don't really have a ton of abyssalite. I mean, we have some, but we can't really start laying down insulated tiles or they'll go away. So what we're going to do is we're just going to replace any tiles that are not sedimentary rock with tiles that are sedimentary rock. Okay, so these are sedimentary rock. And then these are sedimentary rock. So not all of them were granite. Just some of them. Okay. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to open these doors because actually we're going to leave this like that for now. These doors need to be open so the chlorine doesn't get bottlenecked in here and it can actually trickle down here to where the morb can get it. These systems are horribly inefficient. So I've been doing a lot of experimentation with how these systems work because in the patch notes in the agricultural upgrade, it was very clear that electrolyzers shouldn't reach max gas pressure arbitrarily now. That is to say that the air should leave the electrolyzer space fast enough that it shouldn't reach max gas pressure. But the problem is this wheezewort. You see, as much as I want to cool this area down, because I do, this wheezewort both pulls in air and then it pushes air out. And when it pushes air out, you can see these hit max gas pressure if you watch the lines. Now, I've done some testing. It's not going to be shown in this video, but I've done some testing with this identical setup with a wheezewort and without a wheezewort, and you make significantly more oxygen without this wheezewort in between these electrolyzers. In fact, these electrolyzers really need to have 2 spaces in between them and 2 spaces in between their walls, and this whole floor here, should be, I'm going to say wolframite gas perm tiles. Should be. So we're going to take these wheezeworts that we've broken down and we're going to put them back over here because this area is struggling to keep cold. And I have a plan for this area as well. But it's going to involve some sort of feedback loop. So if you notice, the air down here is significantly colder than the air up here. So really what we need is like a gas pump that'll take this air and push it up top. And then that'll push all the carbon dioxide down. We're going to clear this out. Yeah. But first, we need to handle this area. These are going to have to change. And let me show you another problem. Okay, so the fact that these two, I remember that a filter can handle 2 pumps. But what they cannot do is they cannot, oh, they're stopped. They're not pumping. Well, I want them, I want to demonstrate this. This is something, and I'm sure it's probably common knowledge, and I'm probably late to the party on it, but no. But I want to show it anyways to illustrate just some of all the research that I've been doing in another playthrough where I'm trying to figure this out so that I can bring you a good system. Let's go ahead and prioritize that pipe, which is prioritized. Okay, let's speed things up now. We're giving everybody a lot of work to do. I feel like they can stay nice and busy. But anyways, the gist of it is these filters can only handle one type of gas at a time. Now, it's bad enough the pump has to stop in between. So as the pump fills up with air, and it'll push out the air that it has the most of. So usually it's oxygen. When the hydrogen gets to a full amount, it stops putting out oxygen and it pushes out the hydrogen. But this filter, here you go, this filter can only take one type of gas at a time. So every time two different kinds hit, you can see it bottlenecks. Now, if it's both oxygen, it goes really fast, and then look, the hydrogen had to wait. And then here, that hydrogen had to wait, this hydrogen has to wait, and so it's causing these pumps to not fire as often as they should, and they really should fire constantly to keep up with these electrolyzers. Now, the other thing, and I kind of remembered this from previous play, is that the electrolyzers can be handled by two pumps, really. So what we need is a 4-pump system with two electrolyzers, and then we might only need one of them. Now, I'm still on the fence if I want to do the let's just destroy all this. I'm still on the fence if I want to do the AC units or not. They seem to require a lot of power, and they put out a lot of heat, and I'm really not 100% sure that they're worth it, personally. We're getting all kinds of stuff down there. We've got a good amount of oxygen, though, to get this done. The problem is the water. So we've got this really hot water, which actually it's not that hot right now. In fact, it's not that hot at all, but we're using a lot of it. We're going to have to put more water in, so we can open this one, and we'll open this one as well. Oh, and I noticed something else as I was looking around before I started the episode to make sure I knew everything that needed to be covered. This insulated liquid pipe, igneous rock, and then right above here where it changes, this one, granite. So we need to fix that as well. So to do that, we're going to deconstruct this pipe. And then we're going to let the rest of that water flow all the way through, because I think this is granite as well. It is. So actually, these need to not be deconstructed just yet. But in fact, and they need to be wired as well, because we need to empty all the water out of that pipe. I knew I was forgetting something. Another thing I also noticed is that the air pressure in the top end of this is going to start running out of this polluted oxygen, which is going to cause even more natural gas to start flowing up, because as you can see, it's very high pressure there. So we need this pump to run for longer, which it can't. It's backed up. Okay, all right, because we need to open up more valves. Open up. All right, and then the other thing we have is this never got done because the door is locked. So we need to switch that to auto, please, so that work can get done up there. So we're going to get a little bit of hydrogen buildup here. It shouldn't be too big of a problem. We're just going to empty this pipe out, and then we're going to replace it with something that isn't granite. So trying to address everything here, there are a lot of little things that are wrong that need to be addressed. Some of the vent placement here I don't like. I want to move. My biggest issue, though, that I'm running into is that these pipes cannot feed into one pipe. It's, especially once they become 4 pumps, it's going to be too much. So that means we would have to have 2 different air conditioning systems. 2. I don't know if that's going to be a thing that happens. I'm just going to throw that out there. So, which means we're going to have to find another way to cool everything. And that's going to be challenging. So this is going to be slime at a higher priority, let's say a 6. So that if one of these containers has slime, at least the polluted oxygen pressure in here will be replenished over time. Because as we don't have positive air pressure out here, this will slowly just leach out. All right. Have we cleared the water out of the pipe yet? Almost. Almost. And I should have left the pumps here to handle this. I tore it up a little too soon. Let's go ahead and we'll just put them back real quick. And Okay, let's see. So it's going to be 1, 2, electrolyzer, 1, 2, electrolyzer, 1, 2. The wall will go here. So we can start working on that. And I don't think it needs to be, it doesn't need to be insulated on top because I kind of want the heat to go out the top. So instead, we're going to do granite. And then down here, we're going to continue the wolframite. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do granite there. That's fine. And here should be non-granite, yes, non-granite insulated tile. Same with this one. Okay, it's sedimentary rock. There's almost enough room here. It just needs to go one more over. So we're going to have to destroy this and... Oh, come on, buildings. We're going to destroy this and destroy that. And then the ladder is going to be moved over here. Okay. These are going to need to be a higher priority. As you can see, one of the things in the patch notes, there was an update with some hot fixes. One of the things that was put in the patch notes for today is that you shouldn't get lag when you go to the priority screen anymore. And as you can see, that's been fixed very well, actually. Works as advertised. Okay, now that that's done, let's say granite. Because I want the heat to leach out the top and sides. But not here. This can stay insulated sedimentary rock, that's good. These wires are going to have to be moved, that's fine. We'll just deconstruct those and dig that. And we're going to need more mixers. We're going to need more pumps. This whole system is going to require more power transformers. So I was thinking we could try to rig some up over here, perhaps. But I don't know. I don't know if that's how we're going to do it. Alright, I would like everybody to get the jobs done without having to change the priority. I think these can be changed to a 5. Everybody's spending so much time in here. Let's just let them do their thing. And plant another Weeswort there, please. You're a 5, that's good. You're a 7, you can be changed to a 5. In fact, let's go through and assess anything that's a 7 that should not be. Food is decaying, I'm okay with that. Alright, so now we can go ahead and lock this door. Say if the pressure is above 800. Alright. That'll fix that problem. And what priority is all of this in here? 5s, that's good. A lot of food is decaying, but that's alright. And everybody's coming to repair those generators, which is good. The natural gas is still backed up. Big time. Big time. So we're going to need these to run. We're going to need these to run full for a while. And they'll hopefully get it all cleared out. That one bit of polluted oxygen is causing some issues. Oh, and that pressure confusion. All right, we're going to fix that right now. All these little things that just need to be fixed. So even though that one won't tie into here, it'll still tie in through this direction here. So it'll still feed all of these, which should be fine. Oh no! It's bedtime! That's a 9 now. That's a 9 now. Okay, so the priority 5s are getting done, which is really what I wanted. Long term, we need to start making priority 5s the default that gets work done. Temperature is dropping in here with the Weeswort seeds. It's just going to take time, but these are... What, low air pressure on some of these? Yeah. We need to fill this room with oxygen. And then put it on a loop. Who is having issues? Right. Okay, well, this is why priority 9 is a thing. First you guys can mop up Kendrith's mess. Wait a second. Did you never get named? We have somebody unnamed. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Hold on, I've got the names from HR here. You are Cool Hands. There you go. Sorry it took us so long to figure out your name. I forgot we had somebody that never got a name. This space is also a priority 9, please. And I'm very sorry that you know, this is your life right now, but it is your life. You know, you guys could assist with the construction. Don't build the wires, build the ladder. This is a priority 9. That's confusing. Who is scheduled to do this? Justin B. Thank you very much. I appreciate the help. Cool Hands is like, I can build it if you deliver the materials. Oh, you guys are so unhappy in this little torture chamber. Come on. You can get out. Okay, good. Now, where are we sitting? All the water is out of this pipe. Good. Now, let's go ahead and deconstruct all of this insulated granite piping. And those. And those. And then we will replace... We'll stick with the sedimentary rock, just to make sure we're always using the same piping. Although I guess it would have just spilled the water. It probably would have been okay. Alright, let's go ahead and lock these doors up now. I feel like we've gotten... Yes, we've gotten a good amount of water back now. We can go ahead and let these rooms get locked back up. And we can start looking at the deconstruction of all of this. You and all of you. All of this. And all of this. Needs to be deconstructed, so let's do it. Now, the electrolyzers are going to be... let's just make them out of copper, I guess. So it's going to be 2 away from this wall, and then 2 away from that one, and then 2 away from this wall. That way they have the most room possible to output their gases. And then we're going to do the same thing over here, but I'm not sure how many of these we're going to need. I'm really not sure. We're going to set up one first. We're going to get them laid out, but probably just turn on one at a time and see where we are with that. Okay, 2 electrolyzers, and it's going to be 2 pumps per electrolyzer. So I'm not sure how I want to... Really, they should be split over... Yeah. They should be split over each one like that. Now the filters are going to be... Let's get rid of these gas pipes. And these gas pipes. And all of these. And sure, those and those. Okay, so the hydrogen can all feed into one gas pipe. That's fine. The oxygen, though... I'm not sure what I want to do with it just yet, actually. Let's leave this. In fact, yeah, let's just destroy that stuff. Okay. Now we're going to need filters. And each pump can handle 2 filters as long as the pipes join prior to the filter. So these should join here, and these should join here. We're going to stick with the sedimentary insulated pipes. So it'll kind of be like this. And then the same thing here. Right, now as long as the pipes join prior to the filter, and they're not trying to put 2 different types of gas into the filter, it should be fine. The pipes should just flow like normal. Hydrogen is going to get filtered out. Just like this. And then we're going to need gas pipe bridge, which we're going to do also out of sedimentary rock. Let's see, we could do it like this, jump it up over the pipe, or Or we could just pipe it down. I don't really care how this room looks because nobody's going to be going into it. Right. I think this will work. But we don't have an AC system. At all. That's going to become a problem. All right, let's talk power. Let's talk electricity. So this circuit, because this is going to be this is going to use a lot more energy than we were already using, and an AC unit is going to be a whole nother, megawatt, basically. So this circuit can easily take care of, well, just the air pumps. And that's it. That's really all it can take care of. All right, now the other system is this one, which we're no longer using up here. So we can deconstruct all of these. And then what we'll do is we'll run this wire up here. And this one will take care of everything else. Probably just run it up here. Yeah. Just to make it easy. Just to make it easy. There we go. This should fix all of our problems. It really should. Let's empty these oxygen bottles. Empty that one. All right, and now this whole thing can be a high priority, please. Let's make sure our insulated pipe feeds into the hydrogen generators, which it does. And then unfortunately, we're just going to have hot oxygen for now, just to get oxygen going to the base. I don't know if it's going to produce enough to feed all those pipes. I really don't know how it's going to go. You will do hydrogen, and you will do hydrogen. And this wire needs work, so let's prioritize this. Once we're no longer under the gun for priorities, to get oxygen, I'm going to start forcing myself to use priority 5s and just managing it that way. Because if I it's the same as making everything a priority 9, then nothing's a priority 9. If you make everything a priority 7, then nothing's a priority 7. Being able to delineate a specific job to be priority 7 should be just that. It should be the job that you want to be done next, and then priority 9s can be reserved for emergency type situations. Okay, and now we need our plumbing pipe. Insulated, sedimentary rock, priority 7, because I want this to be the very next job that is done. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I do want all of this swept up, though, so we can lock the door. And it's not that I'm worried about, because this is open air on the bottom. I'm really more trying to lock the door so that hydrogen doesn't get... Well, hydrogen shouldn't bottleneck in here, though. It should just be good to go. Now, I am aware, somebody had mentioned in the comments, Gigi, I believe it was, and this was even before the update, that you can put electrolyzers in water, and they will treat that water pressure as the gas pressure, and they'll never stop producing oxygen. Well, I've learned it's the same with a lot of things. You can do that with vents. You can do that with a lot of things that would quickly hit maximum gas pressure to force them to not hit maximum gas pressure. I'm opting not to do that, and it's not that I necessarily have anything against it, but I feel that what is happening? Anyways, as I was saying, I feel that is an issue that will be changed in a patch. That won't always be the case. Please, it's priority 9. Let's... Hold on. Here I am running my mouth. No. This is a priority 9. Somebody get over here and do this now. Now. All right, anti-gravity. No, 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 no. Build it. Oh, you found some oxygen. Oh, good. The electrolyzer came online. Woo. Okay, anyways. So what I was going to say is I feel like that is... I don't necessarily want to call it an exploit, but I don't think it's the intention of the developers. Now, I could be wrong. You know, if it... My fear is that I would build a system reliant on that function, and then a hotfix would come out to go, by the way, now you can't use water pressure to trick gas-producing machines, and then the whole system is broken. So my plan is to just build using the system how I feel like it should be used. And that's just me. You know, by no means is that a... Is there anything wrong with, you know, trying to do it differently? But that is how I want to do it. So let's see how these pipes are working. They're still kind of backing up a little bit. And how hot is this oxygen coming out here? It's pretty hot. 47 degrees, 43, 42, 44, 45, 44. Oh, that's going to be a problem. But at least we're making oxygen. Oh, look, we're almost keeping pace with just one system. Ah, they just lost power. And that reminded me of yet another thing that Gigi had told me actually quite a while back in the beginning of the game. Now, at the time, I didn't have any systems that relied on a heavy amount of power, so it didn't really seem important to me at the time, but it was re-mentioned again. And it actually, I did experiments, and I don't fully understand the reason why. Even though this power line is only requesting 1,000 watts, not even, what's this one, requesting 960, for whatever reason, this transformer will not be able to keep up with that demand. So there will be occasional brownouts. And the fix is actually pretty easy. You just have to put a little battery somewhere on the line, and then that pretty much solves the problem. Can we get this built? Please. And here we are. Now the battery's full. Now they should never run out of power. Now, I have noticed that it really only tends to happen on circuits that run continuously that are close to max, but it's probably a good idea to have a battery on the other end of every transformer, as Gigi pointed out quite a while ago. Also, let's get some of these wires cleaned up. We no longer need these wires here or those wires there. And then this setup over here, I guess we can go ahead and build it just to get it started. But again, I don't think it's going to be anything we need. Now, hold on a second. Look at that. No max gas pressure at all. Oh, it hit it for a second. It hit it for a second. Now it's because some of these pumps are stopping because this tube is stuffed full. Max pressure. And we're getting a lot of oxygen, but we're increasing our temperature. What was a cooling effect is now a warming effect. We're going to have to come to terms with that. The only thing that actually destroys heat is a wheezewort. Now, I've read online that people say a thermal regulator, for whatever reason, actually does destroy heat. It doesn't quite... It's supposed to produce as much as it removes, but it doesn't quite work. That's true and all, except I also noticed that thermal regulators tend to run really hot over time. They don't stop. They tend to, in my experience from what I saw, they tend to heat up no matter what you do. Like, you can try and cool them with water, but that water will eventually boil. you can try to... I didn't find a clear, easy solution at all. That no matter what you do, they're going to overheat. It's just a thing that they're going to do. We'll run this pipe over here for now. Now for the power, I bet we could borrow this one. Yeah, like that. And then it will just need a little battery as well, actually. Which we'll put right here, because now it will be close to 960. Right, because 4 240s, that's 2 240s, and yeah, okay. So that'll work, so it'll need a little battery. And then this other one, which will be for the air pumps, it will need a little battery. And that should prevent any sort of brownout situation here with this. And now at this point, I guess this should really go like that. And that one should be deconstructed. Right. Just so it kind of matches the other one a little bit. And is this wire demanding anything yet? No, it's not. But that means we'll need another circuit, actually. That means we're going, or another transformer is what we're going to end up needing. What is on this one? 720? No. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. So we're getting there. We've fixed our oxygen problem. No, now we're at a net loss again. Are these hitting max gas pressure? They sort of are. And why is the hydrogen building up down there? This should be giving us an incredible amount of oxygen. And it really doesn't seem to be. It's because these pumps can't run full time. So it appears that they're going to need... They're not going to be able to be joined up into their own pipe. That's what it is. Okay, so here's how we'll handle that. Easy peasy. And then at a 9, we'll deconstruct all of these. Because they're backing up too much, and they really shouldn't be. So look at that. They're struggling now. No, 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 no. Nope, everybody's working through the night tonight. Let's go ahead and insulate these. There you go, just like that. All right, everybody get to work. Gotta watch this closely. Okay, all right, you guys can go back to bed now. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, everybody got a short nap in. All right, and as soon as we finish this construction and hopefully fix our problem, then that'll be where we can wrap things up with one fully functioning oxygen cell. Now, I've done in my testing, I even put Weezeworts underneath them, but they rely on this downward flow of oxygen very much so to continue producing oxygen at their maximum value. Even wheezeworts down on the floor below with 4 tile separation caused them to perform less optimized than without 4 wheezeworts there. So, or without any wheezeworts there. So the wheezeworts will actually have to go down another layer, probably here, and then just cool upwards. And maybe we'll put some wheezeworts here, and then, well, we'll see if we need that one online. Let's, I would like this pipe to be deconstructed, like, now, though. Please. As now we're causing this weird pressure confusion, and we're overloading one side more than the other. Oh, the door is locked. Whoops. That will do it. That'll do it. Thank you, 7i. Now, let's see how that works. They're still shutting off. They're still shutting off. So what we might need... See, I'm wondering if we gave them longer pipes to get to the gas filter. If the gas filter was further away... We're still not really producing that much oxygen. I mean, I know that that the net use, because of removed, that this doesn't count. This counts, polluted oxygen and all of that, and time outside the base. But I'm really more just looking at this. I feel like this should be higher. We'll see how it looks in the new day. See, when it's the same type of gas, it merges together just fine. But they're still hitting max gas pressure because these air pumps are not getting to run continuously. So we might have to find a new location for these gas filters. Yeah, because that's what happens. Okay, let's slow it down. Is when the two similar gases move together, that's fine. But when they have to wait, as you can see, as they have to, like those merge together fine, but then it had to wait for that hydrogen. So like this one had to wait for, okay, the oxygen merges together just fine. The hydrogen merges together. So as long as they sync up with the types of gases that are in the pipes, then everything is fine. But the minute one of them has to wait because the other one's got hydrogen, maybe not. We almost produced 1,000. That's what I was expecting, was 1,000 kilograms with this system. Almost. But we're still getting low air pressure. We're definitely going to need the second system. We are. So we're going to need another transformer. We're going to have to pipe the water over there. And we're going to have to start finding a ventilation system that can push all this carbon dioxide down here. And we need to insulate this so we're not taking in all this ambient heat from all this hot material here. Because there's really nothing insulating us from this heat at all. It's just leaching into the base. That's why this carbon dioxide is 40 degrees. So if we're worried about heat, we can start with that. Air pressure there is good. These still need to be cooled down. I don't know how we're going to cool this air down though. What, 50 degree oxygen? Yeah, that's pretty warm. We can put wheezeworts everywhere. I mean, wheezeworts are nature's AC unit. But that's where we're going to wrap things up. We can talk about where we're going to put the wheezeworts and how that's all going to work. We can change these vents out of wolframite. We can do all that next time, because that is the end of the episode. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time watching. As always, I've had a good time playing. Please come back next time as we hopefully get our second oxygen center up online, and maybe if we have time, we'll warm up these pinch of peppers. and we're going to have to move some transformers around and figure out an AC unit for this. That is the plan, but at least we're on the right track now. Again, I apologize there are no episodes yesterday on Father's Day. I was spending time with my family and also trying to do research, like I said, and figure this system out so that I wasn't just struggling from episode to episode. Because, I mean, as much fun as watching somebody figure something out for the first time is, you don't want to watch. It took me a few hours of experimenting to get this system down, and it's not going to be, you're not going to want to watch 4 episodes of me floundering and trying to figure it out. But until next time, take care.